And in 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
And welcome to the Spicy Boys podcast.
The spiciest podcast in Brisbane. I was going for some improv there.
All right, no,
I thought we had...
no, start again. Go on.
Fine. Hello.
And welcome to the Spicy Boys podcast.
The spiciest podcast in Brisbane.
This is the show where we talk a bit of this.
Bit of that.
And a bit of everything in between.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Mitch.
And yeah, how's it going, guys?
Well done. We did it.
Purely flawless, first time around. Yeah, I did it again.
You can find this show in its entirety on iTunes and Omni FM. You can find us on SoundCloud, Spreaker, and YouTube for our latest episodes. And where can they find us on the social medias, Tyler?
You can always catch us on the Facebook, a bit of the Insta-fam action over there. And we also have Twitter. And we also have a website that is very prominent. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. There's an email.
The Gmail.
Yeah, the Gmail.
spicyboyspodcast@gmail.com. If you want to send us an email and give us a suggestion for the show, just write us a nice email. What's the best way to support this show, Tyler?
Oh, just give us a bit of a 5-star rating, bit of a good old review.
Yeah, over on iTunes.
Yeah,
and
help us out a solid.
Share the podcast with your friends. Get a couple new eyeballs on it. And
do you listen with your eyes?
You can if you're.
I'm ready.
I don't know if you can't hear, maybe you
hear
interpret sound through visuals.
You've been able to transcend, and you can see sound waves now.
You could have someone write it down for you and you read it.
But that's not hearing.
Well, I mean, it's listening in a way. What are we talking about today, Tyler?
Today we're going to be talking about moving out of home.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, before we get into that, Mitchell, how you doing, mate?
Pretty dusty today. Thank you very much.
I was going to say, I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah, we had the work party last night. I had a bit too much fun and
got kicked out of a few fun places.
Only one.
Well, that's a few in my books. I nearly kicked you out of here, so that would be it.
You were asleep when I
was
home.
Dead asleep, and I was happy for it.
You went to bed pretty early last night.
I did. I had a full 10 hours sleep. I feel bloody amazing.
Didn't want to stay out late. Went to bed early. Who are you?
I don't know. You're on to me. You ever seen the movie The Thing? That's what's happened here.
Oh yeah, about the Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
rock guy.
He got his own spin-off called The Thing. He kills a lot of research people in that.
Yeah. What about you? How's your day been?
My day was good. I went to work. It was pretty boring, but time still seemed to go reasonably fast. So before I knew it, I was getting the hell out of there and coming home to put up my feet, have a bevy.
Yeah.
Had a nice bit of cereal when I got home, and then you put on a nice little spread of the pasta bake.
I sure did.
And we watched a bit of Taboo, and now we're here.
Yeah.
So that's my day. My day has been pretty good, mate.
Well, good for you, Tyler. I'm glad.
It's got to be one.
Yeah. Shall we jump into it then?
Let's get on it. Moving out.
Moving out. Yeah, jeez.
How about that?
What a thing to do.
And that's it for guys. just give it a crack.
So you moved out of home more than a year ago now?
Yeah, I moved out of home last July. And yeah, no, it's been pretty good. I can definitely say I don't really want to have to move back home.
Yeah.
I like the, really just sort of, I guess looking after myself would be questionable at best, but...
Well, that's what you got me for, Tyler.
Yeah. It's just not my parents looking after me now, it's you. No, I definitely like moving out of home a lot more than I liked living there.
You liked moving out of home, or you liked being moved out of home?
No, I moved out of home.
You just enjoyed the process of moving out.
Yeah, all the hassle, all the moving on my furniture. Oh, nothing makes me feel better. Yeah, no, my choice to move out of home, and I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I also chose to move out of home. I was just, ready to go. And, I'm glad I did it too. It's been pretty good so far.
Oh, just you wait. It's going to get a whole lot worse.
A lot of, when my aunt and stuff asked me, how I'm going, they're like, oh, how you cooking and eating and stuff? I'm like, yeah, well, I like to cook, so
yeah,
it's good. I'll just make a big meal and then we'll have the leftovers through the week.
It sort us out pretty well.
Yeah.
go to the shops together and take care of business.
Yeah, I went to the shops today. Like, I sat around here for a bit.
Trying to feel a bit better.
And then, well, no, I think I pretty much stayed in bed in one way or another till like 12. And then got up and I really wanted some milk. So, like, I was like, I'm just going to go to the shops, just buy a bottle of milk. But then I was there for like 10 minutes buying other stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm just like, oh man, can't resist a good deal.
Well, if you don't buy it, you don't get the savings.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what prompted you to move out of home then, Mitt?
I was just like I said, I was just sort of ready to go. It's not like I, was having a bad time with my parents or anything. I was just ready for a bit of independence and just felt like I was, ready to fly the coop.
Good stuff.
Yeah. And for yourself, your parents were moving out of their home as well.
We were moving out of the old place, and I've been talking about moving out of home for a fair bit, and I got some people together who were keen to move out. So we had her on the market, and Mum was like, hey, we're going to be moving out of the house soon. Should I look for a place that, accommodates you as well? I'm like, no, I'm going on my own way. I'm going to move out. Moved out to a nice little house. But then I was like, I'm spending way too much money on this place. So now we're at this place, and it's actually perfect for what I need.
When I moved out, when I sort of broached the topic to my parents, like I said to you, I was a bit nervous about.
You thought they were going to be like, why would you?
Yeah, and to an extent they were, but they were more just like, you need to think about this and make sure that you're going to be able to sustain living on your own and stuff like that. Like, it's a big deal and stuff like that. And it is, and I did have but I've been thinking about it for quite a while. And when we started talking about moving in here or moving out, I started to look into it and look into like, okay, how much is this going to cost me, like up front, and like what are the general week-to-week costs and stuff going to be, like aside from rent.
You got your
how much am I
bills and groceries, and whatever you'll need to pay. But yeah,
so we've got a little checklist here of things to things you have to have.
We had a bit of a squiz at what other people thought we need, like what you should have before you move out.
There's a funny thing in the comments, but we'll get to that later.
I don't know if it's like it's a bit dark. Are you talking about the tornado one?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! All right.
But it's just funny that it's there. Like,
I mean, yeah, I think it's a bit of a weird forum to address that.
Is this person wrote an article about it's a checklist of things you need to move out, and some dude in the comments lost my entire house and family in a tornado. Forgot about shower curtains. Lol. Thanks.
I mean, yeah. So obviously, this person's checklist has really worked for this person, despite the fact that they lost their house and a family in a tornado. And I just think that's a very odd forum to address it.
He's just very chill about it as well, which is what I think is funny. He's just like,
I think he's on to acceptance.
I feel like he doesn't need to like bring up the fact that he lost his family.
He could have just said, "I lost my shower.
My house was destroyed." You say that your family was killed in a tornado.
Shit.
All right. So let's see. What are some things here that we have and we don't have in the entrance area?
Well, I can't exactly see. I'm gonna sift around like this.
Suggest a welcome mat, a small area rug. We have a
rug. We don't have a welcome mat.
There's no way to really have a welcome mat.
We have the possums to welcome people.
Yeah. We've got wall hooks for jackets and keys and stuff.
So the small area rug from over here, it looks like it says small arms rung. So, I mean, I guess we should get some small arms, Mitch, for our house.
It's a small arms ring when we trade.
Only in small arms. Yeah. We've got to go work our way up.
Small table or bench for shoe storage. No. A lamp. No. We've got
our lamps.
We've got a light.
Do you not have a lamp in your bedroom?
Yeah, but not in the entrance area.
Right, because this is entrance area.
Yeah, it's broken down into...
Gotcha.
Living room. So we got the couch, we got chairs, coffee table.
We don't have a coffee table.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What do you mean that's right? Do you have to look over at our lounge to double check?
Let's just have a bit of a look and just see some things here that we
may or may not have.
We have a blender now.
I think we're good on kitchen. We're pretty...
Yeah, no, luckily I went to that big garage sale and got all that kitchen stuff.
Like a bunch of really good stuff, cheap.
Trivets? I don't think we have any.
What's a trivet?
I don't know.
If anyone knows what a trivet is, please write in and explain. I mean, we can easily Google it, but we want you to tell us.
Shower daddy.
What's a what? Oh, it's shower caddy. I mean, oh yeah, get yourself a shower daddy. Go to the sugar daddy.
One thing that we saw on this list that we were like sort of confused by is that like they've got a carbon monoxide alarm like in bold, like
it's an essential. Like we should be very worried that we do not have a carbon monoxide alarm in our house.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never heard of that being a thing until now.
If we get a carbon monoxide in here, we're not going to know about it till it's too late.
Yeah, no, joke's on us. People who suggest that will be like, oh, if only those boys had some carbon monoxide alarms. But apart from that, we've done pretty good.
Yeah, and I think we've
got the essentials.
The essentials, basics.
Except for some, whatever that thing was that we don't know what it is.
The trivets?
Trivet? Yeah, we need more trivets in this house.
So when you first moved out, like, what was the adjustment period sort of, how was that for you? Because with me, like, I already, like I said, I already do a lot of cooking and stuff, but you sort of had to learn to cook, like, a little bit, didn't you?
No, I knew how to cook. I just never did it. Okay,
right.
That is rubbing on that, isn't it? Yeah, no,
I thought you said, like, when you were telling me about, like, when you were first starting to cook when you moved out, and you were like,
oh, like, first
I need
actually
to, like, learn how to make things and stuff like that, yeah.
There were some things I didn't know how to make, like some... To be fair, I still don't know because I've just never done it.
Yeah.
Like, I've never made scrambled eggs, so I'm not exactly sure how. Like, I understand the process, but yeah, well, you scramble the eggs, but I've never done it. But I never burnt anything, or I always cooked a reasonable bit of food. But quite often, it was a lot of basic stuff when I first moved out.
And so you moved into a share house sort of deal?
Yeah, like 4-person, including myself. Nice little share house.
Yeah.
No, it was really good. We had Jack and I were upstairs together. We had our own bathroom, and the girls were downstairs. They had their bathroom.
Okay, that's good.
So we didn't have to. They didn't have to worry about me shaving my beard all over the place, and it was getting messy.
Or when you didn't have that your sink like cracked.
Oh yeah, no, our sink exploded. So that was fun. There were some things that went a bit weird because we had these glass sinks, and I guess what happened was with the adjustment of temperature in the summer, like the shower would be hot, but then we'd have the aircon on a fair bit, and then. One night it just exploded. And so, yeah, that was fun. We didn't have a sink for a while.
But yeah, how did you sort of adjust to being independent and stuff like that when you just moved out?
I don't actually think I had an adjustment period. You just went straight into it like, yep. I've never really been that attached to a home.
Yeah.
No, that sounds pretty bad. I guess. It's never been something I've worried about. I'm like, yeah, I see people. Like, I'll see my parents now and again. It's not like I won't ever see them again, but... I'm more than happy to live alone even, or... So
I think for me it was sort of weird because, like, when I was... One thing in particular that I noticed was, like, when I don't have anything to do here and I just sort of... It feels different, like it... Because I think just because this place is, like, obviously quite smaller than my house was. So, like, when I'm not doing anything here and I'm, like, just having a day of, like, when I... don't have anything to do and I'm not really doing anything. I think it's because this place is smaller, like it's just a bit different. There's like not as much stuff.
You feel a bit claustrophobic sort of thing.
Yeah, I guess. And like, yeah, especially when there's no one here, it feels, I guess, more. I don't feel like more lonely. I just feel like.
Just like
maybe just like more isolated sort of because it's like a small space. Well, it's not that small, but it's like, yeah.
There's not anyone in the house. Like there are quite often long periods of time where you will be alone in the house for a while. I don't know. I sort of like those moments. I'm always keen to be like, yeah, I could do some alone time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. That was just something that I noticed. So. What do you think that you prefer, like having the share house sort of deal or just living with someone else like this?
I prefer just like living with one other person, I think.
Yeah. I mean, what would you say would be like the pros and cons of each?
With the share house, I was never like... Actually, I did often... We always had someone to talk to and we always like got to be able to just have a chat and stuff and everyone's sort of cool to... I don't know, actually. It's hard to say. I guess I can do that with you.
Yeah.
But I've also got... It's easier for me to have alone time, actually, with just the two of us. Because a lot of the time I was like, oh, someone's watching TV or someone's doing this, I might as well go hang out and stuff. And then they'd often be like, "Oh, you want to come?" Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's